Hello! Today's lesson is called How Much Time Have We Got? So we're going to be looking at words to do with the airport and expressing quantity using much and many, lots of and any. We'll also be looking at countable and uncountable nouns. So let's start with some airport vocabulary. The first one is money. Money. You should always have some money when you are traveling. Passenger. Passenger. If you are flying on a plane, you are a passenger. Arrivals. Arrivals. This is the area at the airport where people are arriving. Arrivals. Departures. Departures. This is the area where people are departing. Luggage. Luggage. When we go on holiday or we travel somewhere, we usually take luggage with us. Passport. Passport. If you want to go in and out of a country, you must have a passport from your country. Suitcase. Suitcase. So this is part of your luggage, but it's just one. Suitcase. Magazine. Magazine. When you're at the airport, you often have to wait for long periods of time. So you might buy a magazine. Newspaper. Newspaper. Something else that you might buy to read when you have lots of time. Newspaper. And coin. Coin. In some countries, the money is in banknotes and coin form. So you might need to change money and get coins, depending on the country you go to. Okay, so there's our airport vocabulary. Now let's talk about countable and uncountable nouns. So what are countable nouns? They are individual objects such as people, places, and so on, which can be counted. For example, books, Italians, pictures, stations, men, and so on. So, countable nouns, we can say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on of that noun. So 5 books, 6 men. An uncountable noun are materials, concepts, or information which are not individual objects and cannot be counted, such as information, water, understanding, wood, cheese, and so on. So let's go back and look at the vocabulary we just looked at and see which are countable and which are non-countable. The first one was money. Money. So we can count banknotes and we can count coins. But altogether, money, it's uncountable. We don't say monies, we say some money, lots of money, and so on. So money is uncountable. Passenger. We can have 1 passenger, 2 passengers, 3 passengers, and so on. Passenger is countable. Luggage. Luggage. Luggage talks about more than one item you're carrying, and in this case it's uncountable. We don't say luggages, we can say suitcases, but luggage is the whole. Luggage is uncountable. Passport. Countable. We can have 2 passports, 3 passports, and so on. Passport. Countable. Suitcase. Now, as I mentioned before, luggage is uncountable, but suitcase, a part of luggage, is countable. We can say 3 suitcases, 4 suitcases. Suitcase, countable. Magazine and newspaper. These again are countable. They're individual objects. And lastly, coin. It is money, but it's an individual piece of money, so we can count it. Coins are countable. So there we have countable and uncountable nouns. So how do we express quantity? Now we know about how to count the nouns. We can use many with countables and much with uncountables. Many or much. You can use lots of and any with both. So many for countables, much for uncountables, lots of and any for both. Let's see some examples. How much money have you got? I haven't got much money. We've got lots of money. So we're talking about money, it's uncountable, so we use much. But we can also use lots of or any. How many pencils have you got? I haven't got many pencils. I've got lots of pencils. So pencils, they're individual things. Countable, so we use many. How many pencils have you got? And again, we can also use lots of. So let's try an activity together. And we're going to pick whether to use how much or how many to fill in the blanks. And we're looking at a conversation between an airport steward and a woman who is a passenger. Let's have a look. Steward. How much or how many luggage have you got? Luggage, as we said before, is uncountable. It's not an individual thing. So we say, how much? Steward, how much luggage have you got?